How you doing? In honor of Mother Wendy. Now, I'm in this little group over there on Facebook, and it's like a group where we are reminiscing over our days and the Wendy Williams show. And I told them that Wendy would be so proud of me. Miss Wendy would be so proud of me had she seen my little video that I did on Mr. Chandrell Combs. And she had told us years ago about Chandrell and his dalliances, right? And his misbehavior and how he treats women. And everybody was like, oh, she just a gossip. But see, the thing about it is, like I said in my video, Miss Wendy hadn't ever been sued. So if we have this blogger on our good YouTube streets who dropped tea on Miss Wendy as well, maybe you should get some of her skills on how she got out of never being sued, because really, in all actuality, she dropped factual, alleged tea. Moving right along, this is my review on both shows. Gonna be my double header, and I think from now on, I'm just gonna do Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine at the same time, and two Basketball Wives shows instead of just having like 4 videos. And they see it's easier for me to do it this way because they come on the same night. Just FYI, because I'm a single mama. And my children are out for Thanksgiving. Yay. Anyway, moving right along. Let's get right on into it. The episode opens up with Wendy and Ashley. And they are still talking about the OSU thing, right? And Wendy tells you, well, I'm definitely not there, because if I was, you wouldn't have seen all these people at my daughter's sipping. And big head, forehead, Hey Arnold is saying to herself, maybe I misspoke, and I'm thinking that maybe I did. And now she has stirred the pot to the point where we are almost beginning to sound racist against our own people. Now, culturally, we are different, right? But we all, not them, not Ashley. You have a woman who is biracial speaking on African culture. And even though we are American, it's this saying where you can take a gazelle out of the jungle, but when you bring that gazelle to America, it's still a gazelle. This is where both countries, or should I say, both continents get confused. The North American African and the natural born African are confused. We are the same. Once we realize that, we'll be a whole lot better. The only thing that separates us is the ocean. Okay? And being that Wendy was born here, technically she is an American. She's second generation. Her mother was born in Africa. Okay? See, that's another thing. And we are especially the same, seeing as how she's not really naturally born in Africa. I could call myself Ivory Coast, whatever the Ivory Coast is called, because I know my father's side heritage is from Ivory Coast. I don't know if they call Ivory Coast or what. But anyway, I could say that, American, and put that in front of my name because I know my heritage now. But anyway, like I said, this is going to get us in a whole lot of trouble in the long run, thinking we are different than them. And they thinking they are different from us. The only thing, and another thing that's different, is that we were enslaved and you weren't. And the freedoms that you have here in America, we made it possible. Shout out to our ancestors that were enslaved. Next. Outside, Robin is talking to the group and they talking about her marriage still. And she says, I don't care what y'all say. Me and Rhop, me and Juanita, we are solid. silent as a rock. And then Giselle say, well, we not saying that you should break up with your man. It's the optics, right? And so even though you have this situation where Giselle is peed at Mr. Juanita, she still can't bring herself on their show to call him out like she does Chris and the other husband, right? Think about that thing. Next. So Karen and Robin go inside, and Karen says, well, Giselle wanted us to apologize. So Giselle is the apology police. Okay. How that work? She hadn't apologized to anybody for all this shit she done stirred up that I could recall. Instead of publicly apologizing to Monique, she was out there saying all kinds of things about Monique. Now, another thing that we need to get straightened out, when Giselle was saying allegedly that old boy, the trainer, and Monique was sleeping together, that wasn't the real story that originally was put out by Sharice. The real story was that the rainbow baby, not Chance, not the here baby, she didn't know who the father of their baby was. So that's why it makes it seem like people talking about Chance, but they weren't talking about Chance from the beginning. When Gigi put that story out, allegedly she was talking about the baby that she miscarried. That it makes things simpler for the viewing audience, because everybody thinks that she was talking about Chance. The point is, she never apologized. She continued to drag Monique in the press. Same thing with Candace and Chris. She still makes it seem like Chris wanted her, and it's all Candace's fault. And I just wonder to myself sometimes, I'm like, this lady cannot be like this in real life. Is this really a persona that she puts on? Because I couldn't see how anybody would like her if she's really like that. Never taking ownership, never taking accountability, always mailing, but then, when you come back on, it's your fault. Because she's the queen of Potomac, right? Girl, bye. You and your green eyes that look like milk. Ain't clear one bit. You see these right here? These tinted, nice, dark browns that I sport, clear as a bell. Because these right here is the eyes of the African. Right? See how dark that is? That's to combat the sun. So we should never be ashamed of this color. They how they supposed to be. Okay? Next. More cultural stuff that we need to understand and not be ashamed of. Putting context and just hurting them. Making a mockery out of our natural self. Foolishness. Anyway. Karen and Robin then get in there, and then Karen says, well, you started it. Well, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be doing Karen's voice, don't I? Okay. Well, Karen says, Robin, we really got off on a bad start. It's all your fault. And Robin Roble says, no, it's all your fault. You started with me. And they going back and forth on who started. If I can recall, it all started with the tax situation. And then Robin came up on having a tax problem. I said, child, that set of greens and their proximity to the whiteness, just like Tiffany over there on Love and Marriage Huntsville. That Karen stuff comes out of them through their pores. And that's what Candace was talking about on the reunion. She wasn't trying to offend light-skinned Africans. She was letting you know that their proximity to whiteness gives them a tendency to be superior acting, not mentally. Because Roble is not too bright. Now, is she? And I'm not talking about her skin color. I'm talking about in here. So, Karen asked her, "Is your marriage real?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's real." And then she said, "Well, you know what? I tell you what. Let's not speak on each other." And they agreed to not speak on each other and not spread rumors on the other. And then deep down inside, Roble is saying, "But you started." Just like a 4-year-old. Or my kids, 5 and 6. I always wanted the other one started. And I'm looking right at them. Sometimes they'll tell me that the other one started. Anyway. When it talks about her show and how it's there to empower women, and she's gonna do a show about empowering and uplifting. And then Mia say, and this is gonna be a forward-thinking show. And when it says that doesn't include me, when it says, well, shoot it, you slow. Basically, Mia is a hypocrite. Mia tells Wendy she's a hypocrite because the show is supposed to be uplifting women. She's a woman. And she said, "Girl, you threw a drink in my face." And everybody's like, "Well, Wendy, ease up on it." And she's like, would you ease up on this if she threw a drink in your face? No. Girl. Now, what is it that you can use to plug up those holes in your skin? What can you put in there? Sort of like the patches they put on the roads when they... Is there something you can use on that? Okay, girl. Look, I'm 49 today. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. 49. You see that? This is Dove. Not a paid promotion. This is Dove. This is all Dove and micellar water. However you pronounce it. Okay. Then Robin and... This is where I'm at right here. Robin and Nneka meet at the bar. And this is going to set off the firestorm that's going to start at the end of the freaking show. Them two together. Roble and Nneka. And Roble is saying, well, they're all mad at me because I hadn't left my husband. Because me and my husband were supposed to be having problems according to them. And then Nneka said, I'm just not feeling it. I'm uncomfortable. So now they two ducks out the water. They need to get together. Foolishness. When it goes back in the house, she invited them to the communion ceremony. And she says, I invited who I wanted in confession. I invited who I wanted to invite. She invited Ashley and Karen. And Robin in confessional says, am I supposed to care? What do you care about, Roble? Do you care about anything? I guess not. Giselle and Grace go shopping for the prom, and Giselle's picking out ugly pieces, as usual, which is to be expected. Moving right along. Now, here we go. It's Osefo house. Ooh, I love this relationship. I love this couple. I love this family. However, I think that they re-edited this show to press forward the issue that Wendy is Christian. Because she is really making it clear, I think because of this whole situation with the Osu? The Osu thing, she's pushing forward that she is really a Christian, right? Okay. A Catholic, okay. Look, there's different views on Christianity, Catholicism, and Protestant. Okay, she makes that clear that her dad was Protestant and her mom was Catholic. So the relationship was strained because they were in different religions. No, they were in the same religion, just different sects of that same religion. Protestants broke off from Catholicism. Many different religions under Christianity, right? There you go. Well, not religion, because the name of the religion is Christianity, and then the other sects broken down under, they have different sects. Like Methodist is under Protestant. Methodist, Baptist, all that's Protestant. Anything where you don't use a priest. So, like I said, I believe they're just really pushing it forward that she's Christian and she wants everybody to know that she's Christian, and these things that Aneka can't be, that she's saying about her family can't be true because she's a Catholic. They have communion. Okay, so moving right along from that, Mia meets with Karen, and Karen is still hugging everybody except Mia. And then Mia concocts some cockamamie bull story about why she can't stand for Wendy to use the word slow. No, you went home and thought about that thing. Oh, my son is under an IEP and they call him slow at school, and I don't think I can handle somebody calling my child slow. No, she called you slow. She didn't call the baby slow. Probably have no idea that your baby has IEP. My baby had an IEP. She was in DD classes. Yep, in pre-K. And she graduated out of that when she was in kindergarten. Straight A's. So, next, you're lying. And Wendy and Candace meet. Yes, they go out to dinner, and Kiana, Miss Kiana, I don't care if Kiana is boring and dry as toast. She whoops Big Bird's ass. And that's all that's important to me. So, Wendy tells her that Aneka has some kind of issue with her. I gotta mix up issue and situation. So, an issue with her. And then Candace say, did you get this information from Ashley? And then she says, yeah, why? She told me that Aneka is going around saying that I'm Osu or something like that. She said, girl, you know that girl be lying. Moving right along. So, Mia, I don't know why I put Mia here, but it was Ashley and Karen. They go to meet for to pick out the communion dresses, and she thinks she can't find anything appropriate since she got A and B and C. Anyway, she want everybody to see her new breasts because she's still gonna come up very inappropriate at the community service. So anyway, Karen says, what's going on with this lawsuit? I don't know. Well, she said the group hasn't been talking about Candace. Yeah, y'all haven't mentioned her. Well, she told us to keep her name out of our mouth. Karen says. Mia felt bad because Wendy called her slow. She said she related it to her son. Ashley gets in confession. That girl don't care about that. Then she goes into, well, you know how all this. Well, I may have said some things that were offensive. No, you didn't say some things that just offensive to the Aneka and Wendy. You offended a lot of people with your proximity to the whiteness. Now you acting slow like you don't understand. See, that's what happens when you lose yourself and don't know where you came from. You better actually start looking up some stuff and learning the side of yourself that you don't know about yourself. You wouldn't say insensitive mess like you've been saying about these people and their culture. Helpful. I'm so glad my mama educated me. She sat me right down in front of TV and said, look at these documentaries about Africa. I wish everybody had done that to their children. Then you wouldn't have such a self-loathing of yourself. Anyway, move right along. I got into some stuff. Uh, and then Karen said, "You did." Oh no, 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 Ashley, you did. And she said, "Well, I may have." And then she said, in confession, Karen said, "See, that's why she got bunions. You know, they go, the lies go right down the leg, right down to the bunion on the big toe." And she says, "Well, I didn't really mean to. I might have misspoke because I was drinking." Girl, stop. You know you lying, right? You did that on purpose. I really feel like you did it on purpose. Well, the communion is on the way. And what do we see? We see a new Miss Wendy Mama. Mama Wendy. That beautiful chocolate skin. Wendy and Eddie and her children. And even I do not match Wendy's mother. And I'm going to keep on going because I like these people. So, in simultaneous scenes, which is a thing that Eric loves to do, Ed is looking marvelous, by the way. Wendy's looking marvelous. Marvelous. Both of them are looking marvelous. Ashley admits that she misspoke again. Well, while all this is happening, while Mama Osefo is praying, and Aneka is talking to Rhop. And she tells her that Ivy, who is Wendy's baby sister, or older sister, I believe, the surgeon, and her cousin-in-law are friends. And she told her that Wendy thinks that Aneka is using her for clout. And Wendy's mother said that she don't like for people to have her daughter. Mind you, she's still over there praying. These things are concurrent. And she says that her mother says she don't like people to put her daughter's name in her mouth. And when they do that, she, prays over them and makes some types of shrines, stuff like that. And Robles over there, oh no, Wendy is the bane of my existence. She is the reason why all these bad things are happening to me. No, Juanita is the reason all these bad things are happening to you because he can't keep his pussy in his pants. I said what I said. Then she says, she makes these shrines and Rolla says, I know what it is. She got a hex on me too. No. Your bad attitude put a hex on you. Move right along. Let me get these notes to Marriage and Medicine. Okay? Because I'm like this video is going to be kind of broken up and looking crazy because, like I said, a good tornado watches in the good sip. So, Toya calls Sweet Tea, and I'm probably at the beginning of this video. Toya calls Sweet Tea, and she tells her about the Pamper party. Quiet is having fun with her sister. Faye is at a soccer game. Simone and Jacqueline finally meet with the salad. Without the dry salad. And Dr. Jackie brings up a patient who she knows that is married. And she's gonna, she had to tell her that she didn't have yeast infection, she had trichomoniasis, which is a sexually transmitted disease. And she got a confession saying, well, I know a lot of these ladies' husbands. She told her, don't be on the first 48. Simone and Jack talk about the young generation because Sweet Tea tells them that she wants an assistant. And Simone said, I put food on the table, I fried up in a pan, And I never let my man forget he was a man, 'cause I was a woman. WOMAN. I did it all, and I did it again. And I was like saying to myself, girl, stop. I thought, before I had my two pharaohs, I was like, I thought it was weird when women had nannies and only had one child. I was like, what you doing on nanny and one child? Ooh, after I had that first one, I understood. And then she said, well, I also had a toddler. And she's overwhelmed. She's just now in her 30s. And then Jackie said, this younger generation. Okay, Heavenly Auntie Me. And she says that she's stressed out. And they got to drinking. Heavenly almost loses her wig. And T almost loses her cowboy hat. T says, Emily says, does Dr. G pay all the bills? And she says, I got my own money. Him tells her, yeah, you better keep on. That's what my mama always told me. And she said, but I will agree with Quad on one thing. Dr. G is controlling. No shit. You couldn't see that, Ray Charles could see that. You watched the show. I know you did. That's why you said, I can give you what you need. They look good. They look good. Child back. So anyway, Simone meets with her boys and they're at the restaurant. And Michael is at home. He's planning to go to law school. Miles is up in the air, supposed to be in film school. And, him and Cecil are living off the hog off of Simone. What does Cecil do? Since he left IT, maybe he had a lot of money saved up. But anyway, it's easy to tell somebody to get the kid an apartment because that's what Miles wants. He wants an apartment. And so does Michael. They both want her to pay for it. And Cecil says, let him have it, I'm not big on getting these children put out the nest. Yeah, you ain't big on getting children put out the nest and ain't coming out your pocket, don't look like. And how can you be, I told you what Cecil is. What they call him? MD, MRS. He's a MD, MR. Like MD Mister. Because I can't think of nothing else he does. But anyway, we're in the scene where Heavenly tells Laura how to keep a man. And she's going to tell her later, she's saying, gotta fix the spaghetti. I wonder how she did that today. But he seems to be hanging around. Anyway, Eugene takes his boys shopping. And I believe I have this on my other video. So I'm going to stop this right here. Now, I don't know how much of that scene I caught because my computer keeps freezing. Like I said, it's bad weather here. So, internet, come through for me. Let me make it through this video. That's a nice little song. I just made it up. Anyway, Damon says, hey, buddy, I think you should stay around here. Because, when the boys run away, all I had to do was just, I'm not worried about them because they can take care of themselves. What if you have a flat tire? Well, teach how to change a flat tire like my daddy taught me. Next. Teach how to change the oil like my daddy taught me. Teach how to use a screwdriver like my daddy taught me. Heaven says, well, they didn't have all them things when we went to school. Now you got the internet. And then he said, right, buddy. And they have tornadoes. Really bad weather in Florida. Dang. Why you lying? Now you know that. Well, y'all have tornadoes in Georgia. If they have tornadoes in Mississippi, they damn sure have them in Georgia, which is a tornado watch tonight, by the way. And they had him say, well, I don't even think they had wind when I was at school. And Laura say, you didn't have wind? Child. That happened. They didn't have wind. Eugene takes his boy shopping. They look for shoes. And one of the babies said, you know, Dad was a psycho. And Dad said, you should ask your mom that. And he said, well, he explained it to him in a doctor's way. And then he sat back and said, well. I probably explained it better than Toya could anyway. Not because you were a doctor. I don't care how much doctoring you do. You'll never be able to explain it to better than the person that it happened to. Moving right along. I see what I see. Not to insult him as a doctor. It just is what it is on that. And phone and Faye. And Toya go to the attack Toya. They send up the Pamper boy. Helen and Jackie arrive. Dr. Simone arrive. Dr. Jack says, hey, Inspector Gadget, do. She has on a trench. That damn Simone, she is modest, ain't she? The men's is in the sprinter. Curtis is in the back, and Curtis is living it up, ain't he? That old just about 2 steps away from Diddy and Arquette, in my opinion. And Greg Nasty too. If I pull my pants down, I ain't pulling them back up. Ugh. T, if anything, you should be bothered by is that high-pitched squeal that he has going on. I'm pretty sure that's what got on Quad's nerves as well. I'm ready, quack, just like an old duck. Off. If I pull my pants down, I ain't put. Woo. Anyway, T calls the assistant called T, I'm sorry, and then they own speaker for TV. And and the speaker assistant tells her that she's gonna get $14,000 more because the venue that they had that they changed from again, and they went back and changed again, that is gonna cost $14,000 more. And she starts arguing with the assistant, and she gets very, very upset because she knows she's gonna have to beg Greg. Hey, that right. And the sister is trying to, comfort her. And sweet tea turned into sour tea, just like I said she was. And I thought that it was supposed to be Kanisha that was bitter tea, right? She had a full-blown freaking fit, stomping her feet up in the hallway and everything. Jack and Curtis in confession. And they say, well, you on that sprinter van. I know you better not touch nobody. Well, Dr. Jack, you must and didn't see the footage. Heavenly said, right in front of everybody, except for Sweet Tea, the person she needed, said in front of. They didn't need to get married. And then quiet calls. Ring! Hello? You down there? This is phony Faith talking on the side. And then she said, I'm coming up. Surprise! It's Quiet. Miss Quiet. She got it. And she presents T with the present. Broke the ice, right? Toya looking like her whole world about to shatter. And Quiet says, how you doing? We have no hard feelings. You presented with gift. And Toya's still having a fit. And Simone asked Quiet where she's been. Toya said, you know you don't care. Let's get right on down to the meat of things. Why are you here? Who invited you? And then she said that Phaedra invited her. Then you could see the smoke coming out of Toya's ear. And then she said, I want you to leave. And then Quiet asked Sweet Tea, do you want me to leave? And she says, no, you can stay. This is my event. No, ma'am, she says, Toya. This is my event that I'm throwing for you. And then she says, well, to keep down confusion, Miss Quiet, you can leave. And Miss Quiet packs her shit up and walks on out the door. But in the confession, she says, things ain't like they used to be. In other words, Quiet said, hey, this food I downgraded, but hey, I upgraded because I got rid of his controlling Ass. And that, my friends, I believe is the end of that episode. It's gonna be a kerfuffle of different videos that I'm gonna have to mesh together. But we're gonna get this thing done. And we'll edit it and upload it and do what I can do. And with that being said, I'm gonna chunk them up. Deuces. Don't forget to like, comment,